Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to see CA Foundation January 26 question number 2 in accounts, that is rectification of errors. We will understand one by one entry. First they have given a customer. It is first of all it is a previous year adjustment. Next year only the accountant is, after a close scrutiny, he is observed the following errors and made the rectification. So first one is goods worth 5,000 were dispatched to a customer before the close of the year, but no invoice was made out. What would have happened if invoice is made off? Invoice is not recorded means this sale is not taken into account. Okay, so if this, because it is a sale before the close of the year, so what we should do, customer account is to be debited because the sale is completed. Customer account is debited and goods has gone out. Customer account debit to sales account. This should have been the correct entry, but it is not at all recorded as invoice was not made. So what happened? This in the trial balance, the 5,000 is not appearing. This will not affect the trial balance, but both the items are not appearing. Sales is also not appearing for 5,000 rupees. Customer account is not also debited with 5,000 rupees, though it is not affecting the trial balance, but in your trading account this sales should have been appeared. Then your profit will go up because it is last year sales. So it is a nominal account, and now year is closed, accounts are closed. We have to take this into profit and loss adjustment account. So what would be the correct entry? Customer account debit to profit and loss adjustment account. At the last we will take the profit and loss adjustment to the capital account of A because it is the business of A. Okay, so that rectification entry is given as customer account debit to profit and loss adjustment account. Whenever the profit is to be increased, we have to credit the P&L adjustment account, and it is a nominal account. All the nominal account will go to your trading as well as your P&L account. Okay. So next thing is that 3,000 due to Mr. X was omitted to be taken to the trial balance. Only this was omitted. You have to read it very, very carefully. 3,000 due to Mr. X. So due to Mr. X means Mr. X should have been credited with 3,000 rupees. Then this should have appeared in the trial balance. Now it is not appearing in the trial balance because it is omitted. So it is not appearing. X account is not appearing. So what would have happened? Our trial balance would have not been tallied with 3,000 rupees. So what we will do generally, we will credit the suspense account so that the trial balance tallies. Now what we have to rectify, we have to, because now we find out the error because this amount is due to Mr. X. So what you should do, you have to debit the suspense account and credit Mr. X account. That's what happened in your rectification entry. The second entry is suspense account is debited to Mr. X account because this was omitted in the trial balance. Next one is that wages of 5,000 paid for erection of machinery debited to wages account. We already know that any expenses related to the purchase of the machinery should have been debited to machinery account till it is reaches its place and work starts. Okay, so now this is an error of principle. Instead of machinery account, wages account was debited. So the trial balance is not going to make any difference because Only the name of the account is wrong. But again, wages account is a nominal account. This would have appeared in the trading account here. So whenever anything appearing on the trading account on the debit side will reduce your profit. Anything appearing on the credit side or you are increasing on the credit side will increase your profit. Anything appearing on the debit side will decrease your profit. So we have to increase our profit to this extent. Hope you understand now. So now what we have to do, we have to debit the machinery account instead of wages account. Okay. And what happened? He says that at the last, the A is depreciating the machinery at 10% per annum. A charges depreciation 10% on machinery. So what we have to do first, machinery account has to be debited with 5,000 rupees. Suppose you write it in a separate account to wages account. Wages is a nominal account. So the profit and loss adjustment has profit has come down. So we have to credit the P&L account, P&L adjustment account. I'm making two separate entries, only make you understand clear. So 5,000 rupees. Okay, this would have been done. Then what happened? He is charging depreciation. So depreciation is again a nominal account, which is if you book the depreciation, your profit should come down. So what we will do? PL adjustment account instead of writing depreciation, PL adjustment has to be debited with 500 rupees, that is 10% of 5,000 to machinery account. Now this entry is made in a combined form. So what happened? Machinery account debit with 5,000 and machinery account is credited with 500. So the last entry will be machinery account debit with, I'm writing in short form, you have to write it in full form, 4,500. Now what happened to the P&L adjustment? It is credited with 5,000 and debited with 500. So in a combined entry, we can make in a one entry as PL adjustment account 4,500. That's what done in the rectification journal. This is the, I hope, the third entry, I hope so. See here, machinery account is debited and P&L adjustment account is credited with 4,500. Now moving on to the fourth one. Purchase of goods from Mr. R was omitted to be recorded. Both the items are omitted to be recorded. So purchases account is to be debited with 20,000 and to R account has to be credited with 20,000. So this is totally omitted in the last year's trial balance. So what will happen? The trial balance will tally. So no need of anything. But this has affected the profit. The profit has gone up. If we would have debited the purchases, profit would have come down. So now what we have to do? PL adjustment instead of purchase account, we have to debit the PL adjustment account with 20,000 and we have to credit the R account with 20,000. You should understand. So if you understand the concept, rectification of error is not at all a tough job. Okay. So the fourth entry will be PL adjustment account has to be debited and R account has to be credited. Okay. Now coming to the next item, cash payment to Mr. C. Posted. Whenever there is a word posted, debited, credited, so you can understand only one account is gone wrong. Okay. So now this is a cash payment to C. So what is our original entry should have been? When it is payment made to C, we have to debit C account. Okay. Mr. C account debit to cash account. So this should have been the original entry. But instead of debiting C, cash was credited correctly. Instead of debiting C, again C was credited with 5,000 rupees. Now what happened in your trial balance? See, there is a credit of 5,000 for cash account. Cash account has come as, we will take only this item for reference. So cash account would have been 5,000 credit, and C account also there is a credit of 5,000 rupees. Now there is, sorry, there is no debit, sorry, take it as 5,000. See here, so this is your trial balance. Now what happened on the credit side, your trial balance is having 10,000 rupees more, because for this 5,000 there is no debit appearing, and for this 5,000 there is no debit appearing. So what should be your rectification entry? What we would have done, that accountant would have done, he would have debited the suspense account with the 10,000 rupees in order to adjust this entry. Now what we have to do, we have to credit this suspense account. So what is the actual entry? C has to be debited one time for the correct entry and one time for rectifying the wrong entry. So C account is to be debited with the 10,000, and what the suspense account should have been credited with, to be credited with 10,000 rupees. Hope this is very, very clear, because when you put, again I'm explaining, cash account would have been appearing as 5,000 credit, and C account also 5,000. For this cash account, there is no debit in the trial balance. And for this C credit also, there is no debit. So what happens in your trial balance? The total exceeds with 10,000 credit. To adjust that, suspense account should have been debited with 10,000. Now, for rectifying this, now we know that it is a payment made gone wrong to C. Account as credit instead of debit. So now we know the reason. So let us do the correct entry. C account is to be debited and reverse the suspense account. Hope it's clear now to all of you. Okay. C account debit to suspense account. Now coming to the next entry. Next entry is purchases. 15,390 wrongly posted as 15,930 extreme excess. Excess debit made. Excess debit made means it would have reduced your profit. I have already told you, on the trading account, if you write anything on the debit side, that will reduce your profit. Instead of writing 390, it was written as 5,930. So 540 rupees written on the trading account debit side more. So this have reduced your trading account. This has reduced your profit. Now we have to increase the profit, because purchases is to be credited in, because it's a nominal account. Now we are going to credit the P&L adjustment account. Okay. So we will be crediting the PL adjustments account and suspense account. See, in the trial balance, what would have happened? 140 rupees extra would have been appearing, and there is no credit for that. Okay. So what we would have done? We would have done suspense account credit would have been done. Now we have to, this is the profit reduced portion. So you have to credit the PL adjustment account is to be credited. PL adjustment is to be credited with 540 rupees instead of suspense account. Okay. So suspense account is to be debited and PL adjustment account is to be credited. Now coming to the next item, goods worth 16,000 were sent on sale or return basis to a customer and entered in the sales book. So it is considered as sales. What would have happened when they consider it as sale? Sale means it is including profit. Okay, customer account has to be debited. Customer account would have been debited with 16,000 and it is recorded as sales in the previous year. But in case of sales account credited with 16,000. In case of goods sold on return basis, what happened? There is still time for that customer to confirm it. He has not confirmed. What we do in the practice is, accounting practices, at the end of the year, if it is not yet confirmed as sale, approval has not come, then we take it into our closing stock. So we will take it into our closing stock, and the entry made on the sales entry made would have been reversed. Okay. So now what happens? We have to take it back to closing stock or inventory. If you are debiting the closing stock, you know already that as per conservatism, closing stock is always valued at cost price or net realizable value, whichever is lower according to conservatism. So now this is recorded in sales value. So this includes profit. So they have given the profit percentage on sales is 25%. If you remove that 25%, I need not to tell you 16,000 into 2500 will be 4,000 rupees. So if you reduce the 4,000 rupees, the cost value will be 12,000. So now what happened? Because you have taken it 4,000 excess on the trading account on the credit side 4,000 has gone extra. Instead of 16,000, we should take it in the closing stock as 12,000. So 4,000 is extra recorded. Extra recorded means your profit has gone up to that extent. So now you have to reduce that profit. So you have to debit the PL adjustment account. Hope it is clear to you. PL adjustment account is to be debited with 4,000 rupees and the customer has to be credited. Okay. So that this entry has got reversed. Customer account is credited with 16,000. Hope it's very, very clear now. Even still you are having any doubt, please leave it in the comment box. I'll try to make you understand. So this is inventory or closing stock account, P&L adjustment account and customer account. Now coming to the next entry. Next entry is a return to a creditor. That is a purchase return entered in the return inward book. See, purchase return. Purchase return. It is the nature is you have to credit it with 550. Okay. But wrongly entered as wrong entry is sales return debit. Sales return debit with 550. What happened to your trial balance? In your trial balance, there is a debit of 550. Sales return account debit is appearing. Okay, but credit is not appearing. Customer is debited. Customer account debited. However, the customer account is debited correctly. It is written there. However, the customer account is correctly posted. So customer account is debited, a return to a creditor. So purchase return is credited. Customer is debited. So customer account is debited 550. See here, for this there is no credit appearing. For the sales return also, there is no credit appearing. So what happened when you total the trial balance? There is an excess of 1100 rupees. So what the accountant would have done? Suspense account he would have credited with 1100 rupees. Okay, so he would have done suspense account. He would have brought here. Now we know this thing. So in order to rectify this, suspense account is to be debited with 1100 rupees, and this is both sales return account and purchase return account. Both are nominal accounts, and you have to credit the PL adjustment adjustment account. You understand this? Because we have debited sales return account, for there is no credit appearing here, and the customer account is debited. For this, the purchase return should have been appeared here. That is also not there. So 1100 would have been excess debit in your trial balance. The accountant would have placed the suspense account with 1100 rupees credit. Now to rectify that, we have to debit the suspense account with 1100 rupees, and both the things are nominal accounts. This will affect our profit. So PL adjustment account has gone 1100 rupees. Now all the PL adjustment account will be taken to your capital account. Okay, what happened? 5000 is credit, and 4,500 is credit, 9,500 credit, 20,000 debit. So they have made this here. See here, 20,000 debit, 4,000 debit to customer account. This is that PL adjustment account, 4,000 debit. Balance everything is credit. Machinery account, husband's account for 540, that purchases was written wrong, and this is sales return and purchase return. So the balancing figure is 12,860 is transferred to his capital account debit, and PL adjustment account debit was more. So we have credited PL adjustment account, and his capital account is debited. Same way we have debited the suspenses account also. 1100 rupees and X this 540 and 5360. So by Mr. C's account is 10,000. It is balanced. The balancing figure 5360 is transferred to his capital account. Capital account is credited with 5360 and debited with 12,860 rupees. Hope this is very clear to all of you. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe. And we watch that most of the people are not subscribing. Please do subscribe, which will give us more energy to give more videos frequently. Otherwise, it will just make us dull, as people are not watching. If you don't like it, you can write also. This is this point I don't like it, or I don't understand, it is not made clear. Whatever you feel, whatever comes to your mind, please leave it in the comment box, so that we'll be able to make it to your level, so that you follow it and you are able to get benefit out of it. Keep smiling and keep learning. Thank you for watching my videos.